What's up, everybody? We are live on Twitch and lichess. I am Slaggy on Twitch. International Master Will Paschall. I got a letter in the mail. Fide's trying to take my title away. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Guten Tag. Arsenal fan Richie, there's a fake Arsenal in the tournament lobby. You better be careful. You got some competition. He threw me because he was like 1400. I was like, Arsenal, what did you? I was gonna like ask, what did you do to your rating? Soltigo's not seeing the tournament. What did we do wrong? I don't know. Why would you not see the tournament? Is there a problem? What do you mean you're not seeing the tournament? I didn't make it private. You can't go wrong with Arsenal. Arsenal. So welcome everybody. We're doing a 7+2 rapid tonight. I hope there's not something wrong with the tournament link because we don't have many people there. Is it not showing up somehow in the list of tournaments? That would explain why there's no one there. Mendez Lucas said, "Hi Sparkle Horse, what's up, guys? You debuted the English last night. 100% good, dude. Thumbs up. Solid opening. It's not showing up in a news feed or in the tournament list. Well, it sounds like a conspiracy to me. News feed. What is news feed? But anyway, the tournament list. Why would my tournament not show up? Casual, it's the same format I always do. I have no idea, dude. Something with lichess, it has to be. But I got the link here, you know. So guys, the link I'm going to post again here. I've posted a number of times before everyone obviously joined us. Yeah, the face is lagging. I don't know, that's another issue we've got. The camera, we've been getting complaints about the camera, but it looks fine to me. Make sure that I guess you're watching in 1080, I don't know. The news feed of all the people that you follow, it's on the left of the homepage. I don't have that. But everything like should be okay. I'm not so worried about the camera. I'd rather have people know about the tournament. Sing with me, said Gladys Troll. Welcome everyone. We're starting in 14 minutes. It's 7+2 rapid casual. Players are starting to arrive. Rabbit Chess is Tushar's other account. He's a regular. Soltigo is our moderator. Ananas regular. Arsenal fan Richie. Pantherina's new. I hate Bullet. Ban me. Nice name. Arsenal 123, like the Arsenal alternate. And Arsene Puhir. So I don't know. I don't understand why the tournament would be any differently listed on lichess, but who knows? They're always tinkering with the coding, and you know, it could be anything. So Arsenal's talking about his game. He had 10 CPL. Today, what? It's your birthday, man. Oh, congratulations, Steve Akaran. Birthday. Diva will be 10 years old, winning the tournament. Now, I'm not going to ask how old you are. Hi, Saul. I probably will participate when the tournament is underway. Okay. Just so everyone can see the tournament link and stuff. Starting in 13 minutes. Wait, Rabbit Chess. That's Tushar, right? It's not. Or is that you, Diva Karan? I was thinking Rabbit Chess was Tushar, but I'm wrong. It's actually Diva's account. I got these guys confused because they're from the same country, but not the same person. Obviously, they live in different cities. Anyways, Rabbit Chess 2151. That's pretty solid. I played some games today. I lost a winning position against a 1900. Happens. Shit happens. I tried too hard to win, and then it was a drawn position. I went too far and lost the ending. That was a nice 20-point loss in rabbit chess. So Tushar is the rabbit. Then I'm confused. Then where are you, Divakaran? You're not in the list. Okay, so Tushar saw was right. So Tushar is rabbit chess. Okay, I'm confused. You guys have too many accounts. I'm not going to go into it. It's surprising, though. I need to look into more Three Knights. Arsenal is all about his game, which I haven't seen yet. But if you feel like you want to share it, man, Arsenal fan, I mean, we can check it out on Thursday. I usually do a subscriber stream with everybody, and game analysis is welcome there. So Arsenal, bring it by on Thursday, 7 p.m. Tushar said you saw the game. The guy was lost in like 10 moves, and then I sort of underestimated him, you know? He thought for like 3 minutes when he made this blunder, and then I was like, okay, this will be easy, and I just kind of disrespected him. Arsene Puhir is quoting the Fischer quote there. The later stages of the Cold War, it was a very interesting time for Fischer to play against Spassky. But Americans generally didn't take that big of an interest. Fischer's right. The American interest in chess, like, really, it grew by leaps and bounds when Fischer played for the World Championship. You know, I mean, it made a huge difference. Americans didn't have anybody of World Championship caliber like what, you know, basically since Morphy. I mean, it was a big deal. So anyway, guys, how many Arsens are here? Oh, Arsene. Yeah. Arsene. Anyway, guys, we're starting in 10 minutes. It looks like we've got a few players now. 10 players, 11 players. This is how we usually get started. Last couple weeks I started the stream a little bit late because I had a lesson running up to the stream, but this week I'm good to go. So I'm here on time, even early. But I played a number of games today, so I feel like at least I'm totally warmed up. Whereas oftentimes, like, I'll do like this tournament and have not played a game all day. That is not the case today. So Arsene is translating his comment, I guess, into Russian. 9 minutes to go. What else? The candidates tournament is coming up in Berlin. You can buy very expensive tickets from World Chess. So, Gladys Troll, I haven't heard a singer as bad as you in years and years. Do you pull a Nimzovich and scream, why must I lose to this idiot? I said WTF. I was pretty upset about it, but it was weird how the guy, like, he played the winning moves in the ending, like, instantaneously in, like, 1 second. He had, like, 4 minutes on the clock. It wasn't that easy to see the moves, but he, like, just instantaneously played them. It's like, damn, dude. He was excited. So, it was a horrible game, though. I was just winning in 10 moves. It's like, it's not winning till it's over. Alright. We are ready to start in 8 minutes. Thanks, guys, for subscribing. Tomorrow night we have Weird Wednesday. Tomorrow morning we have Weird Wednesday. It's like Blitz and Rapid Chess in the morning with unusual openings. Thursday night is subscriber stream. So everyone who's a subscriber can bring a game to analyze. We do a lot of game analysis on Thursday night with a few extra games thrown in. What's that? I was going to say Birkin. It has 25% off all action. No way. It's like a sale, last minute sale. 25% off all tickets. What a sick World Chess Federation. But they had all kinds of ticket packages. Okay, Ananas is a local, so. But Ananas, do you live in Berlin by any chance? All right. Sparkle Horse, Rabbit Chess, Soltigo, Ananas, Gaudaman. Gaudaman played before. I don't think I played them, did I? From India, another Indian player. Wait, Gaudaman, is that? No, Rabbit Chess is Tushar, so Gaudaman is not another Indian player. That's Divakaran. Threw me off with that low 2046 rating. Baxter is new from Serbia. Jacob Surratt, we've had a good game last week. Arsenal fan, Pantherina, human being, has been here before. Glastrel, what are you talking about? She's beautiful. Who? Alright. 7 minutes to go. I'm chomping at the bit here. Ready to play. I like playing 7+2. Plenty of time to talk about the games. I would prefer the 3-second increment, but we'll make do with it. Hopefully I don't get in really bad time pressure. A lot of people in the chat room. Alright, guys. Baxter was here before, but I was... Oh, you were here before, but I was late to play you in my challenges. Alright. So you've been here before. Baxter 99. We have quite a few players from Serbia that watch the stream, or have watched the stream over the last year or so. Liv Tyler. Okay. Liv Tyler was in that recent... that recent British series about the historical, what am I trying to say? When they tried to bomb the parliament in the 16th century or whatever the heck that is. Pretty beautiful is my missus, Liv Tyler. Daughter of Aerosmith guy. The stream is it's weird to see Liv Tyler as like a middle-aged woman. Alright, I know I'm getting old. Stream is looking good. We got no drop frames. I get a lot of complaints about the webcam speed or whatever lately. Gunpowder, that's what I meant, Tushar. Yeah. It was a good series. It was kind of short. I watched that. About Guy Fawkes. And I don't know how accurate the historical side of it was. I'm not an expert on British history. Okay. Yeah, the fact that, yeah, someone looks like Steven Tyler is kind of a turn off. I don't know if it's just me. But yeah, that's always been an issue. Anyway, we're really off topic here today. So, what's going on otherwise? We had a team game on Sunday. I drew with my friend. 2 weeks from now, I have a really important match. Our team is going to play for trying to get into the first division in Hungarian Team Championship. We have to win. Have to win. Arsenal fan. Yay, the tournament. So Derndatch is here. He's scary. Oh no, I'm going to just skip him. I think I don't want to play him in the first round. He's too fast. Megios. Megios. That's interesting. Interesting name. Pretty strong. 22 across the board. Rabbit chest, Soltigo. Maybe I'll duck Derndatch and just sit out the first round pairing. I can't do that in my own tournament though. I hate it when players play like instantaneous moves against me for like the first 15 moves. I like to take time in the opening, and then I feel like I don't know, I feel like I'm somehow in trouble because I have like a minute or two less on the clock when the game started. Acerbay, thank you for this. Thank you for the one, and thank you for subscribing to the stream, guys. If you do subscribe, please resubscribe if you can. Keeping up with the subscribers. Fisher, Bobby Fisher. Americans really don't know much about chess. As long as it's not like a Susan Polgar quote anymore. I have to restart the tournament if it's another one of those. It's pretty annoying when an opponent starts playing faster. Right out of the gate, I really like to take my time in the opening. And I told you guys that my teammate Zoltan Varga was like criticizing me. He was criticizing me 2 weeks ago for thinking too long in the first, like, 10 moves of the game. But first of all, I like to reach a kind of meditative sort of state. And secondly, I still think that my opening is probably like my worst part of my game. So what do I have against Judith? Nobody said anything about Judith. I have Judith's fashion style against her. She's a terrible dresser. But other than that, I really like her. She just needs a better fashion sense. Alright. But that's about it, guys. We're ready to start. Eternal second position. So I don't like people blasting me on the clock. But that's what we're gonna get with Derndatch. He moves very, very quickly. Should play without fashion. It's too distracting, these like loud, ugly flowered dresses and stuff like that. Like grandmoms wear. She's got the grandmom loud, ugly flowered dress thing going on. Just not cool. But I like her, as a chess player and as a ambassador for the game. Alright. Some theory freaks. Yeah, but I don't know. The bullet players usually... the bullet games are totally another story. Yeah, some people who know theory do blitz the openings, which is fine. Not too many people here on lichess really know that much opening theory. But I still consider myself to be... I still consider myself to be weaker on opening theory than other stages of the game. Alright. Sparkle Horse versus Derndatch. Megios against Rabbit Chess. Soltigo Ananas. Galdaman Baxter. And Surat against Arsenal Fan. I like how people put their like simul links. Why do they do that? They put the simul links in the stream. You're like playing in my tournament. Why would you have like a simul link? Oh, we had this issue before. We'll have to treat it differently. I didn't like that. I didn't like the variation I got last time. He's just doing the E5. How are you tricking me into playing the Botvinnik variation? He keeps like tricking me into playing the Botvinnik variation. I don't normally play this setup for white. It's slightly different than our game in the simul. Basically, this is what I'm saying, like he just makes instantaneous moves every single move. That's very disturbing. And then he says he's not a fast player. Or something like that. The guy's already got 2.5 out of 7 against me. But this is like his second or third account that he's played with against me. I can't keep track. It's a very solid opening that basically equalizes for black. H6. If I can get in B4, maybe I have something going on. I'm not playing Nick de Fermian. Grandmaster Nick DeFermi is American Grandmaster who always played the Botvinnik variation with black. I said I was playing the Botvinnik variation. I mean, he's actually the one technically playing the Botvinnik variation here. I don't know the theory this deeply. I mean, I'm just playing like natural moves. I played the same line with black in my team game on Saturday, but a different order of moves in the opening. Troll resigned already. So a bunch of people won already. Hate Bullet banned me. He's 22-27 in what? Turtle chess? HF Saruhan. HF Saruhan's rated 1100. He already won a game. Okay, that's not easy to do. That's pretty fast. It's probably a forfeit. Anyway, guys, welcome. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us. Playing some rabbit chess. Rabbit chess. Yeah, I mean, somehow... Okay, e4 is complicated. It looks viable. I need to defend my knight, obviously. Obviously, but if I play like knight to b5... He can play d5. So this looks safer. I lost a very strange game against Derndach in the Simul on Sunday where he basically played unsoundly but extremely fast and I got confused. Here we go again with the same type of stuff. Like, kind of incorrect, but so fast and tricky that it's hard to deal with it. He has some pawn structure weaknesses. Look at this, you know? It's like... constantly sort of weird moves, bluffs that sort of half work, tricky things. And always black has the initiative. I mean, always this guy has the initiative. No matter what you do. It seems like. He never seems to make like really big mistakes. That's the other trademark. He makes small mistakes, but never ever like blunders. Okay, I'm trading Spassky style, my C pawn for the E pawn, or he's doing it, let's say Spassky style, in the closed Sicilian. Is this like a pawn sacrifice? No. I could take on F5, I guess. His pawns are... He has a lot of pawn weaknesses. He doesn't have bishop takes F5 there. Alright. Now, that's good. So we can keep our pawn structure together. Structurally, we're better, but his pieces have enormous activity. And his speed is terrific. I was questioning how he can be so fast and like yet not really high in blitz, you know, or bullet. His bullet is only 2,000. That's the part I don't get, you know. He seems extremely fast, yet the bullet 2,000. Anyway, I'm not gonna dwell on it. Target b7, yeah, it's just too far back in the camp to ever be a realistic problem for black. Just too many things between here and there for me to pick off his b7 pawn. He's wrecked his pawn structure to a good degree here. You know, but still, it's not that easy. It's like a Sveshnikov or something. He has these two bishops, the unopposed dark square bishop. But my king safety is good, and my pawn structure is better. So I think I prefer white here. We want to keep it like very calm against this guy because tactically he's extremely strong. The calmer the better, the more technical the better. But I don't want to fix his pawn structure. You know, this is the important thing. I can predict his next move probably. Well, maybe not. His b7 is hanging, his d6 is hanging, and his knight is hanging. So now we really are threatening rook takes b7. In endgame land, that pawn might matter. Actually, I have bishop d5. That's really pretty nasty. Bishop e5, bishop d5 probably wins the exchange. So he's in endgame situation in a very bad place here. Okay, he can defend it with the rook. Strange as that seems. Strange as it seems, stranger than fiction. Oh no, I could just take on e6 and then play queen d5. Right. This probably wins the exchange for real. He just let his pawn structure get too out of control bad. Even a little bit too wild by his standards. So we win an exchange at least with knight e6. Plus we have f4 threats. No tricks. I'm saying we win the exchange, but the guy has rook f7. Oh my god. Okay, that's a problem. He defended everything again. Now we have to like win the game all over again. I managed to find a way to mess this up. Rook f7 just eluded me completely, of course. This is the kind of point where you gotta be like, alright, I just messed up. Just admit you make a mistake and do it all over again. This defends everything. But his pawn structure will cause him no end of grief. Maybe I should have played knight d4 there. That was a pretty bad move. It was a really bad move, actually. But still, black is clearly worse with the 4 Isolanis. A very thankless task. Defending this rook ending. Well, it feels like a rook ending. It's actually a queen and rook ending. But I don't know why I didn't play knight d4. It's kind of like, why did I think I was winning the exchange with knight e6? Technically, maybe I shouldn't trade queens. But it's still very difficult for black here. I mean, I don't know how he's going to keep all those pawns protected. H4. an important idea. Fixing the isolated pawns. If he even loses one of them, I mean, if he can afford to lose one, it's probably the B pawn, but it's a very, very unpleasant position. Why didn't I play knight to d4 instead of knight f4, you know? 4 Isolanis is your band's name. But do they even play chess? All you can eat buffet. But Derndatch finds like the only way to get counterplay. Just too difficult to defend that. High bullet. I hate bullet ban me. Now, uh-oh. This is a new account specially created for this tournament. No, he's been around since March 2nd. It's a very, very old account. Alright. Let's see what's up, guys. Tough game, long game. That's another problem with my style. My games are always like 50 moves long. It's very hard to win arena tournaments, especially if you're not berserking. So don't count on me winning a prize here. Move 11, the 4 Isolanis. But is Isolani, like, does Isolani have any other meaning outside of chess? Is that a thing outside of chess? Does that exist in any other sense? I'm lucky that I negated all of Derndatch's threats there. Another one of his wild, aggressive sort of openings. Okay, Arsenal fan. I've got to get something other than the symmetrical English to play for a win with black. Yeah, we should have played something different, probably for Arsenal fan. It's cool. He's seen a million of my games in this system. What's up, Gleitzen? This is the game. Why is this game from? Oh, this was my move order from. This is my move order from last week. This is my position from Sunday's game against Bogdan Dan. And this is a flop. This is a flop. Bishop takes c3. I played this way against Mark Quinn years ago. A good question between b6 and f5. I think I'm going to lean toward b6. Playing f5 in a similar position recently, I got dismantled by a 2266-year-old IM. We're going to steer clear of f5 type of ideas for the time being. f5 is very risky. Shark Bay chess. Sounds like somewhere in Australia. We have a second chance to play f5. It's better than the other game where I did play f5. This situation is slightly better. But he's also got knight f4 to d5 now. Alright, now what? Queen c7. There's the knight f4 thing to d5. So I guess I should be able to play e6. Go Jan Elvest style. d6 and e6. Elvest had a game that was quoted in some books in a position like this. basically I can play e6 and I can play e5 depending on the structure or what white does. Arsenal getting a lot stronger lately. He's pushing 2,000 in rabbit chess. So guys, this is the tournament. If d5, he has a space advantage, but his c4 pawn becomes very weak. So that's what's up with the d5. But it's a risky variation. Anytime you do something like Gingy Indian style with bishop takes c3. I was talking about this with one of my students yesterday. This is what led to me losing to a 2200. But if you want to win games, you have to take chances and create like imbalance and take risks. Basically, it's very hard to ever win without taking any risks whatsoever. Bishop a3 is a suspicious looking move. What is he up to there? His bishop is dead on that, in this Nimzo structure. I want to trade off his bishop. Knight a5 is not really a developing move, I will say. Queen to d3. Now f5. I still don't like it. And I need to develop my pieces. Alright, knight f6, it's time for that. The plan is knight f6, knight g5, knight e4, knight g5, knight h3 mate. Arsenal maybe not that familiar with this kind of Nimzo structure. It's like a same-ish Nimzo. The bishop on a3 is particularly bad. Just losing his pawn structure here, so it's going south. South. The position is going south, and the white pawns are going the way of penguins. Their population is dwindling and getting kind of straggled. It's sort of a sad analogy. South American pawn structure. South Pole pawn structure. South American. What am I talking about anyway? Okay, talking about penguins, pawn structure, good stuff like that. So yeah, there's a link. Sorry guys, there's some late joiners. So Soltico, thanks for sending the link in there. Arsenal structure is gone. This guy, this new player who's 2200, is putting up 6 points so far. Jacob Surat with 4, Bullet Bammy 4. Another player from Armenia. You never feel completely safe playing a chess player from Armenia. They're usually quite good, even if they're rated 1800. I'm suspicious. The famous Argentinian pawn structure. It's the penguin. The penguin dwindling population pawn structure. Well, never pin yourself in this sort of way. You know, with knight takes c4, that's like a very bad happening. That happens in the same-ish Nimzo. So usually there's like a bishop on a6, and you can take a pawn on c4 with a knight on a5. If you take with a knight, like there's a bishop on d3, queen on e2, you get into this huge pin on the diagonal you can never really get out of. The same thing could happen after knight takes c4. So don't want to get into a pin. Queen takes, he's losing a second pawn on d5. His bishop is dead. This is a really reasonable resignation. Strategically, white's position is very bad. He was okay until d5. You know, I think it's viable until d5, but I don't like bishop a3. All right, but keep working on English, Arsenal fan. Don't quit the opening if you have a bad game or two. It's going to take some work, but it's a very solid, correct opening. Magios, what is that opening? Goodness. Shark Bay is berserking against a strong player here. It's a Smith Mora. One of these crazy pawn piece sacrifices on f7. It's actually a c3 Sicilian. Shark Bay. One of my students was saying that. No, wait, who was talking about that? Bishop takes f7. Somebody that I was working with had mentioned an idea of taking on f7. Some unsound sacrifices. Okay, sometimes I guess it's sound. It depends on the position. That wasn't very nice. I was thinking of sacking on b5. What? What was on b5? EFMC against I Hate Bullet Ban Me. Very high rated, number 1, 1500 provisional. Well, while we're waiting for a game, save page to pocket. Alright. Megios has a draw with rabbit chess, which is respectable. 2 wins. Bishop b5. What? Oh, you mean c5. You're talking about c5. You're sacking a bishop. Just don't put your bishop on a3. Unless you have that sack. That's the only reason why bishop a3 would be a good move. If you literally have bishop takes c5. I don't think you had enough there. The Irish international master Mark Quinn and I had a game in that line. I agreed to a draw against him, but I was better looking at the game posthumously. I shouldn't have taken a draw when I did. Gotta stop giving draws to my friends. Just be like Fischer and Kasparov and hate everyone. Alright, am I still in this tournament? Are we going to get paired? We've got 41 players, guys. Not everyone is actually playing. It looks like S4. Oh no. Look at his score against me lately. 6-3 he beat me. I managed to beat him last time. A tricky, he's like a tricky gambit style player. So I want to keep it as solid as possible, really, against a guy like that. I aim to please, Arsenal fan. I love playing knight h6. It's like a really good Gurgenidze Caro-Kann. Could even transpose. I just haven't played G. It's like an accelerated Gurgenidze Caro-Kann. I haven't even played. Haven't even played G6. We can actually do without G6. Like, oftentimes you go bishop G7, bishop F8, bishop B7 in the Gurgenidze Caro-Kann, and here we have like the best of both worlds. G4. He wouldn't dare do G4. He's crazy enough to do something like that, actually. Crazy enough for that. I think I should probably take my chances with C5 here. Because if I don't do it, I might not get another good chance to do it. But there are two sides to every coin. It gives him some white square play. Actually, he got that lateral rook. Doing weird stuff with that, maybe. Okay, so he quickly develops openness in the position with d takes c5. It's almost like a helpmate. Not quite so easy, though. He's not playing g4 anytime soon now. That's good. I should be looking for some kind of tactics, really. But unfortunately, I need to, I do need to develop the rest of my pieces. Pizzas. Rook c3, is that a threat? It's a very strange player. He also, using extremely little time here. 2070 in Blitz. He doesn't even have bullet chess. Look how fast you play. It's impossible you don't play bullet chess. S4. Just impossible. But you don't play bullet chess. You're so fast. I don't know, maybe h4 is kind of slow. You know, I was literally concerned about like him grabbing my pawn on h5 with the bishop. Not sure about this position. It's kind of, yeah, c4 best move. Looks like the best move, playing for the white squares. So takes. The endgame looks a bit weird, but we'll take our chances. My king is centralized in this ending. He doesn't have a problem after knight to d4. I need to get my pieces. I need to get my pieces out. There is a problem here for me. Small problem. We have a small problem. I don't really know where to put my king. King Kong. Wow. I don't know if my king is safe here. The king is going to have to sort of chill on c7, which looks rather scary. I guess it doesn't have to. I could play bishop d4. a3 is an interesting move. Not really sure where to put my king. Well, king c7. b4, bishop d4. Keep second guessing everything I do, basically. His play is so unorthodox, but yet really strong. Like a self-taught player. He's got a lot of extremely unorthodox openings, but he seems to play really, really well. Look at his score against me, almost 50%. Seriously? That seems out of control. But, okay, there are a lot of simul games. In 5-2 he lost. He lost. Actually, b5. I didn't expect bishop takes. I expected knight takes would check naturally. But I don't think my king is safe on b6. I don't know why I'm talking about b6. Okay, now what? Knight d4, knight d4. We don't have any threats. That's the problem. g5, anyone? No. I need to get rid of that guy. The problem is here, I'm not better. I'm just not better. He just magically finds these moves. Knight b3. Knight takes d5, knight takes d5, king b5. That's super weird. Take king b6 is a funny variation. I kind of like it. Thinking outside the box. But he also has knight d6 then. Alright, I'm glad to get my rook in the game. He's playing too fast, I think. Slightly too fast. It's ridiculous how fast he plays. It's kind of complicated position. He has resources even here. Constantly has resources. And you can never ever predict his moves. They're almost completely random. Now he's like mating me. It's very strange. He's like mating my king now. No, I don't know what I'm doing here. He's better now. Put my king on b6. Very, very dangerous. He's faster. He's better. I don't know. This player gives me impossible time lately. Losing 3 out of the last 4. He should have played this on the previous move. I really thought. I'm lucky if I'm not worse here. I probably am worse here. 97. I mean, is this guy like a master or what? I mean, he's outrageously strong. A6, A5 check is kind of weird. But his speed and strength, he's got like a FIDE master performance against me so far. 4 out of 9. He made a mistake there. He should have played bishop f8. I thought that's... But maybe this is good too. A little bit too fast. Yeah, he's still okay. I hope not, but... I don't even have any threats. It's so strange. Extremely fast, extremely strong. I mean, much, much stronger than his rating. In classical, he's 2175, but he plays more like 2200. Don't give up, Arsenal fan. I think my problem with S4 was that I started underestimating him at some point because he had only 1 out of 5 against me. Then he won 3 in a row. Now I'm like terrified. I won the last game, but I don't think it was easy. I remember it was just a blunder. Oh, he was winning that too. Now he's gonna like mate me. He even defends his pawn with this move. It's like ridiculous. He does everything with no time. He could just defend everything. It's outrageous. Bishop b6. I think this knight would be worth something, but there's like no way to possibly win with black. I mean, theoretically I could win, but it's just a pure theoretical. Not at all easy. He didn't have to sacrifice the exchange there. Want my pawns on the correct color. H5, rook h1. This cuts his king off. We're probably winning here, but it's still not so easy. I mean, I'm sure there's ways I could mess this up. I've definitely done worse than that. he could have played bishop g1, and I'm not sure if he does that passive defense, there was a way for me to make progress. I guess there was. Knight g3 check, king h1, then knight e2. Maybe that wins immediately. Look at this resource he just found. It's like really hard for me to win this. Cut off my own king. He's got phenomenal technique with very little time. Man. I don't know if I can even win this. But he plays like a master at least. The way he handled this endgame with very little time on the clock, like he found his only moves. King h2. I mean, I'm supposed to play the best moves, you know? That's my job. Especially in endgames. Jeez, I almost hung my rook. I was so close to playing rook a1 there. This should be a win now. Just stay on the white squares. Phew, man. In order to win, it takes me 60 moves. And it's like 20 minutes for the game. Barely. Alright. The 2500 tactic rating. Well, I mean, I don't think that cheating on tactic ratings is really cheating, you know? You're not cheating against another player. All right. Soltigo. Whoa, almost lost on time. All right, Soltigo, what's up? The Dutch defense. He avoids my favorite variations against in the Dutch. No, Saul, I mean, you played a little fast, but maybe there were drawing chances even toward the end. Impressive game, man. You play well, though. I think with some seasoning, you know, and some toning it down a little bit and playing less crazy openings, you could be a master. C6. It's the wonderful Stonewall Dutch. We had this once before against Soltigo. It's kind of a weird choice for Soltigo to play the Stonewall Dutch, I think. Okay, he's good with complicated positions. Nikola Sedlak was saying to me how he likes to play the Stonewall Dutch because it's like one of the only openings where he's not forced to trade a lot of pieces if the other guy like wants to. And I never actually thought about it like that, you know. So here's a grandmaster who was playing like the Stonewall Dutch, let's say like before Magnus Carlsen. And to concretely come out and say like, this is why I play the opening. I play this opening because it avoids exchanging pieces. You know, that's quite instructive. Soltigo's done his homework. Now you face the final boss. Who is the final boss? Shark Bay? Is Shark Bay like eating everyone? Oh, he's gaining some rating points. He's 2264 in classical. Wait, but I can't see when I'm playing now. There's some sort of trick in these positions. Now I can't remember what it is. No, seriously, what is it? There's usually a trick. There should be some way for me to play something strong here. Soltico is kind of acting like it's a normal line. And there's something with b4 working, even though I don't look like I have it. It gets trapped or something. b4, take, knight b4, knight a2. I'm sorry. It doesn't look clear. There was some trick with like playing b4 even though it looks like you can't do it. But I don't see how that works here. Knight a4 is sort of tempting, but what does that do? I'm not developing any pieces. Erstwhile, he's threatening bishop a6. Soltico, do you even own like a chess book? Do you have like a chessboard in your house? You're like Sammy Reshevsky. Don't even have a chessboard. Man, this is kind of weird. What am I doing here? I want to play b4 so bad, but how does that work? It doesn't work. I don't know, what am I supposed to do here? He looked this up. I've reviewed a game by Magnus. That's what he said. Knight a4. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm going off the path of the normal with bishop f4. Shark Bay has the same voice like a commentator in previous chess. Previous chess 45 league. Shark Bay, it's suspicious. It's a brand new account. He is suspicious. Knight e5 now. Why can't I play that? It's not really a developing move. How about b4? You take? Maybe I should just take myself. We're getting kind of low on time. I think Soltico plays too fast, but maybe it's just my imagination. We consider taking with the other pawn, really? Now what? The Shark Bay. It reminds me of what does it remind me of? I don't know. It reminded me of something. But Soltico is really playing like Magnus Carlsen now. It's no longer funny. It's a little too like Magnus Carlsen. Using no time, playing like God. That's as Magnus Carlsen as you can get, basically. He looked at one game, now he's like a world-class Stonewall defense player. That's out. I guess it's just dead equal. Overnight, he became an expert in the Stonewall Dutch, using no time for the whole game. Very impressive position by black. I've got no advantage. Lucky I'm not worse, to be perfectly honest. I just have to content myself with equality here. And hope that... in the hope that he can make a mistake in the endgame or something. I have no advantage here whatsoever. It's like a textbook Stonewall defense for black. Using only 1 minute for the whole game. Soltigo, do you play bullet? You must, right? No, no bullet. He's 17e8 in chess 960. Rook c4, that's another ridiculously strong move. His play is insanely strong. Chess babe. Chess babe. Thanks for your suspicions, he said. There's nothing suspicious about having just 75 games. You know, that's not suspicious at all. He just started playing for the first time in chess, online chess today. Soltico says his chess career began on 1-0 when he was a teen. The time use here is outrageous. It's like playing Magnus himself. It feels like totally Magnus-like. This slow strangulation, which I experienced firsthand once. Very systematic. It's almost like playing World Loser. There was a game with World Loser where he played the Stonewall attack against me. Very much the same. Actually, that was a... yeah, same kind of thing. You're like getting this bear hug from a 300-pound man or something. That's what it feels like. Canadian lumberjack. I know there are ways that Soltigo could go wrong here, but there's not so many ways to do it. He really doesn't have that many ways to mess this up. His bad bishop's outside the pawn structure. We never got even close to anything. I was really sad when he played a5. I was really hopeful for this variation, but if this is as easy as this, you just do like b6 and a5 and white can't do anything. I mean, it doesn't seem fair that the Stonewall defense is such a good opening. Too bad the pawn is on g6 and not f5. Too bad for who? I'm not sure, honestly. If the pawn were on f5, I might be the one coming under attack. Is that what you mean? Oh, the awesome formation, the double pawn diamond. The pawn diamond, the hardest surface, the hardest element in chess. Yeah, you got to. It's very hard to attack the base of the pawn diamond. This was an interesting decision by Soltigo to play this. I don't mind if I have a bite on e6 first on the way to that recapture. Soltico, just a quick snack on the way to trading queens. Why did you resign so quickly, though? Maybe you have some sort of counterplay. I wouldn't auto-resign. premature auto res because I mean he could possibly play like a3 with rook a8 and come in and like eat my e3 pawn. There's a lot of scary factors still in the position. I don't think you would snap resignation there. It's only +1 according to the engine after king f8. That's actually a mistake, dude. A takes b and rook a8 and you still have some counterplay. That was a very, very bad thing you did there. You set a very bad example. It's actually quite precarious for white, this position. I could easily even lose. So, psychological weakness. Premature resignation isn't going to help you. Okay, you missed a move, accept it and move on, you know. See what you can do. I mean, I've saved a lot of bad positions in my life. Sorry about that, Ananas. You just dropped a simple piece there. Says, so I hate bullet ban me. That's a suspicious account. He's like 52 games. Shark Bay is up there, but Shark Bay at least had the decency to talk in the chat and hang out with us. He's a social dude. I hate bullet ban me. It's just all business, wiping people out. That's kind of like that other account that used to win my tournaments a while back. He's playing the Philidor attack, like my teammate Zoltan Varga. Maybe it's Levante Vida or something, I don't know. Levante played this against me, d3. So... I was sort of insulted, but he was just taken aback because I never play e4, e5. He just decided to cut his losses and play something unexpected. But you can play the Philidor against anything. Alright guys, an hour left in the tournament here. King f7 and black can hold. Well, not only that, Soltigo, but you shouldn't insta-resign because you overlooked one move. Take a minute to think about, like, or 30 seconds to think about, like, how bad the situation really is. I mean, you have counterplay there. Once I do queen b4, you have these breaks. My a pawn has been displaced from a3 to b4. Play the Shark Bay. Shark Bay from Australia. I knew you were from Australia, even before you said you were from Australia. He's berserking against me. Okay, it's what, a c3? It's a Mora guy? Yeah, that was... Isn't there some Australian player who plays the Mora? Oh, this doesn't like seem right. It's the Cochrane Gambit. Of course. He's playing the Cochrane Gambit. I think that Shark Bay must play a lot of Crazy House. Because this is full-on Crazy House. I don't think this is objectively sound for white. But you might have some practical, you know, reasonable practical chances. But objectively, no. I really don't think so. Let's see. He's used like no time. Has he lost any games? Why is he going so crazy against me here? All right. Got to get our king to a safe place. My development is not really looking too wholesome right now, but objectively we're up a piece. So he just plays this like completely unsound piece sacrifice, you know, like it's no big deal. And then maybe pawn takes, because my position is a lot more secure after that than with the queen takes. But I have queen a6, queen takes pawn. Is my queen trapped? Something strange? Scary player. Scary player, but not that serious. Messing around too much here. But it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games till we lose the proverbial eye. Yep. Now we're going to come back to not get mated on the back rank. Okay. What's my idea now? That's it. King e7. Berserkian. He's a Berserkian. Very good practical tries. Just trade what I can trade. Yeah, he definitely shouldn't trade rooks there. Still not that easy for me to make progress. It's kind of funny. Better be able to defend my pawn there. Alright, let's see if we can dominate. man. What a fighter. Relentless. Something's got to give here. Is that Zuzwan? Still not Zuzwan. Why not just not sacrifice a piece in the opening for nothing, you know? I think objectively that would be a better approach. Now, finally took it down. Has that actually been played by anybody? Sacrificing a piece there? This is just crazy house. But I gotta give him credit. I mean, he made me kind of nervous. Well, apparently here... Alright, never mind. I don't know. I mean, you made me pretty nervous there. Maybe I was always winning, but it wasn't easy. That's really crazy. Alright. You must play a lot of crazy house to play like that. Alright. Now, I take it seriously. A lot of people probably like let down their guard when you sacrifice a piece like that. But I'm not gonna. I know how easy it is for me to lose winning positions. I have no doubt that 90% of all shadow bans on lichess are cheats who are being accused by victims and then are reporting the victims for being pissed off about it. Conspiracy theory. I love conspiracy theories. Good stuff. Alright. Arsenal fan, are you shadow banned? Something you want to tell me? But we're still in second. Yeah, I hate bullet chess ban me. This is that. There was another account that used to win my tournaments with these overwhelming scores. I don't think I really want to play this guy. Just because he won all of his games doesn't mean he's a cheater. This is just the 5th round of a 7+2 tournament. He's probably just a regular master. You insulted. This is like a very professional move order the guy's playing here. So that's the first indication to me that this is a strong player. Like, 2,000 players don't play bishop g4, knight d7. This is like a master or a strong tournament player. Or a computer, possibly, but we're hoping that's the outside possibility. But a very specialized professional move order with the bishop g4, knight d7 immediately. It's much more common for black to play like c6 there. But maybe I'm giving him too much credit. It's just a move. I hate bullet ban me. Oh yeah, this is like a position I played a lot with colors reversed, actually. More often with black. Now it's totally standard land. Back to standard land, basically. If h3, bishop f5 would be kind of weird. I'm not sure about the finesse there, but I've played lots of master level players in this line. Mostly draws. It has a tendency to be kind of drawish. I did lose once to a Polish IM in Aeroflot, a game that kind of pissed me off because I played like an idiot. But other than e4, I mean, there really aren't any other setups, and once you play queen e1, you're basically committing yourself to playing for e4. The only question would be, do I want to interpose h3? And black has every option there. Bishop h5, bishop takes f3. Well, not bishop e6. Actually, even bishop e6 might be playable. So he's playing bishop d6 here, which is kind of unusual. Usually they exchange pawns on e4. So he's actually taking a risk with that. I can take on d5 and take on e5 and try for some kind of pin along the e-file. My development is not so great, though. Let's just assume he's a normal player, not a title player, not a computer, just a regular lichess 2200. He didn't like exchanging pawns, so he also doesn't like exchanging pieces, which is interesting. This is the attitude of a player who I think must be relatively strong. But I have to seriously think about taking on e5 and playing for something dynamic now. I mean, what's up there? DE5, CE5, sorry, ED5, CD5, knight takes e5, knight takes e5, d4. Castles, d takes e5. Rook e8 with massive complications that a computer would like. What would I do if I were black here? Well, it's kind of unpleasant since I don't have a... This is rare. I mean, he's doing this. Okay. He doesn't exchange on d4. He doesn't exchange on f3. He could also take with the knight on d5. It's slightly unusual, but okay. I mean, the piece itself is strong on d5 and difficult to get rid of, and my queen on e1 could be awkward. So this changes. Now my queen on e1 is a little bit strange for this type of typical King's Indian structure. Where am I going to put that guy? I can play d4. Actually, d4 looks interesting. That looks almost critical. Knight c3, no? d4 castles. Knight takes e5. Even that looks playable for black. With pins. There's, what else? Knight h4. Knight h4 is interesting. Alright. For something new and totally different. Play a King's Indian style somehow. I don't know. It's a little weird. But it is a King's Indian. Okay, it's complicated. What would Nepomniachtchi do? Morozevich, Nepomniachtchi, a lot of these guys like to play the King's Indian attack. But I don't know about this whole thing. I mean, it seems a little weird. Alright, knight f5. I don't know, the player, it's difficult to get a read on how strong he is. He could be really strong, he could be not so strong. I can't really decide by the way he's played so far. He's won all of his games. Should have taken that free pawn. Epithetos. You're not talking about my game, obviously. My game is pretty weird. I don't know. Just like a really abstract King's Indian. Yeah, of course, bishop c7. I hate bullet ban me. Maybe he's vodka drunk's new account or something. Does that make sense? It could be vodka drunk's new account. That would make sense, actually. Let's just develop some pieces and play basic chess. Okay, knight b4 I have two moves, knight e3 or queen d2. I'm not that worried about it. I'm actually happy to get the knight off of d5. The first thing I know from his name is that he probably loves bullet chess. Because usually it's opposite of whatever they say. Like vodka drunk doesn't drink at all, for sure. I hate bullet Bammy, like loves bullet. Does the name Johnny Hector ring any bells? Johnny Hector is the crazy opening grandmaster from Sweden who plays the... He plays things like the Latvian Gambit, man. If you don't know who Johnny Hector is, you should. The way you play chess, you're sacrificing pieces. You're sacrificing pieces on like... on f7, you should know who Johnny Hector is. If anybody here. He's a hero for players, for ordinary players who like crazy openings. Alright. Black's drifted a little bit. Taking aim. I didn't like my queen on e1 in this particular situation. He could have played knight b4 last move. More than just threatening cheapos, I really just have constantly to worry about c2, and my queen is just safer on c1. It's still not exactly an optimal position. So the sacrifice that gives away all my active pieces if I do that. But I need to do something here. We're just basically trying to play sensible strategic chess at this point. He hates bullet. I hate bullet too. We have that in common, but black seems pretty solid. Somebody else has taken the lead. The Armenian. I told you guys, you have to watch out for the Armenian players. Just disregard the rating. If you see the Armenian flag there, Armenian, you know that there's danger. I never met a weak Armenian player. Knight e4. What am I going to do here? I kind of need to free my position. But at the same time, knight e4 seems sort of lame. So what do you do in that situation? It is kind of awkward. We don't have a lot of moves or maneuvers or what have you. It's just equal. Feels very vodka drunk. E style, by the way. Could be him back again with a new account. He was here for the last tournaments, right? And the style is very, very similar to vodka drunk. Which way to take? I think there's something to be said for bishop takes. Ironically. It's It's a bad B. Oh, this is a very subtle move. Bishop f6. I mean, seriously, dude. That's kind of frightening. I mean, bishop f6 is a high-level move. Okay, now we know we're dealing with a very strong player. When you see that, there's just no question. Ultra subtle. No, he's not content with like a simple exchange on e4. It has to be better. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to beat this guy, but I'll offer a draw. I might be slightly worse here. But I don't want to see bloodshed. What's up? Bishop d2. Yeah, I think I have to go back. He's playing for the win. He's playing for the win. Black might be a little better, but I'm not sure. It's vodka drunk with new account. Yeah, this is all pro and all pro. Wow. We're in serious trouble here. I don't know. It's unclear. It's extremely strong, it looks like. We'll see how many center pawn loss it comes up with. Pushing me to the limits of defense. Black on the verge of winning. Just seconds left. He hates bullet. Don't forget he hates bullet. Playing like perfectly, dude. Definitely a strong player. Unclear how strong. Possibly stronger than me. But I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to be sure one way or the other. Knight takes. He's offering a draw here. But objectively, I'm not better. You know, so I'm probably a tiny bit worse in the margin of like 0.2. Let's see. Analysis board. Oh, it's larger than I thought. 0.5. No, it's dropping. It's dropping. It's like a scale. Okay, my computer is really slow. 0.1. It's a compromise. All right. I'm 0.1 worse in the final position. Let's see. Let's see, I hate bullet. Ban me. How many center pawn loss he has. I managed to survive there. Yeah, he's 0.1 better when he offered a draw here. He made one mistake according to lichess. I'm not sure which way I was going to recapture on g4. But my knight is bad either way. I was right though, finally point 2. I called it. Did you guys hear that? I called the exact evaluation. But only if I find knight takes g4. I probably would have played knight takes g4. Because on h5... well, I'm not sure. Depends on how much time I had to think about it. So he made one inaccuracy, one mistake. I made 3 inaccuracies. It's obviously a weak player. Maybe Vodka Drunk back for a second round with another account. Alright. The Armenian taxi driver chess player versus Russian taxi driver chess player. I'm going with the Armenian because they have a more condensed population, and I think per capita they're probably stronger. Russians have more strong players, but per capita, you take the average Armenian taxi driver chess player against the average Russian taxi driver chess player. You got to go with the Armenian, I think. I'm sorry. Per capita, they're just stronger. Shark Bay is out in first place with his interesting style. I'm undefeated, but too slow. And not enough of berserking. Not a game I was thrilled with there. The Shark Bay is playing other interesting piece drops. Oh, I hate Bullet Bambi is up a piece already. No. Oh no. Okay, I'm playing Karchi. Karshi. Have I played Karshi? Yes. The English every game. Oh man. Gotta stop playing the symmetrical English. It's killing me. Yeah, the problem is I don't have a good system here. I don't have a good system here. Let's do the bishop e4. I did this in a previous game. I don't really know what I'm doing. I never actually studied this. This is sort of made up. I did play it on move 2 though. I've played bishop e4 a lot previously on move 2. Okay, this could transpose to a famous Botvinnik game. Botvinnik, if I play, e4, knight e2, knight f6. Botvinnik. That transposes to no theory if white plays knight e2 here. A game I had, in fact, once in the Boylston Chess Club Championship in 1992. This is, however, different. I don't know what the deal is with this, though. It looks like white is a little slow. White's a little slow with the pressure against e4 here. Should I castle or play h6? I probably need to pay a little more close attention. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm not going to be able to catch those leaders. I'm very, very optimistic. But I usually try to talk about the games, and I still favor the Armenian taxi driver. Sorry. There's just too many Russian taxi drivers. They can't all play chess that well. They all play chess, not that well. Everyone, in Armenia, by the way, there was an article in BBC, internet, the BBC internet, where I might have messed this up actually, or at least it's not optimal. Okay, no, it's okay for black. Is this a transposition to a known line though? There was an article in BBC about how all kids have to go to chess school in Armenia. Literally. That's why they have so many strong players now. It's like a mandatory sentence. Now d5 is even possible here. But structurally, Karchi's rating is just bothering me. 1500. He seems too good for... Why is he 1500 on the nose? I was like, wait, is that provisional? It's literally required for like all students. I don't think it's K to 12. I think it's just like elementary. Maybe up until like junior high or something. I don't think it's for high school. Okay, what's up with Queen B3? He doesn't want to have doubled pawns. Deviled pawns. But I have A4. Or A5 if you prefer. Well, in any case, I probably should kick Mr. Knight out. Not an optimal. It's an optimal position. And don't forget to enunciate your words. I don't see anything great here, though. I kind of missed my chance to double the pawns. And now, Knight H3 is not the end of the world. Maybe he'll do H4, sacrificing a piece like Shark Bay. Shark Bay plays for initiative. H4. It might be kind of dangerous for me there. Along the H5. I don't really believe in it, but it almost looks like it might work. He played D5. This is a Zwischenzug, which is pretty freaky actually. Knight E5. Unfortunately, Knight E5, he has Knight takes E4. Queen takes B4, not an issue. Knight takes E4. But I have Knight D3 check first. Does that do anything? I could ruin his castling rights. Knight E5. Knight takes E4. Only move. Knight D3 check. It just doesn't look like I have enough. King F1, and then what? And then what? But what about like the simple approach? Like I just win a pawn? I hate to be boring, but this looks like the only thing I can do. The boring approach. And one of my stupid sayings here is 99% of tactics don't work. This position, unfortunately, is like no exception. Norton antivirus, I can't recommend. It's becoming like a virus itself. It's like they're trying to scare you. There's these pop-ups about ransomware, like creating a culture of fear. I guess that's not new, though. Yeah, I mean, Karchi's down a pawn here. It's not like he has a little bit of compensation. I've got all 8 of my penguins. But objectively, he should get mated down the H file. That should be what happens to him here. It's easier said than done. Bishop G4 maybe. Trying to think, I could play G4. G4, but it's very obvious what I'm doing. However, even that's probably strong. Alright. Lazy man's lobster. This is a lazy move that eliminates the amount of calculation that we have to do. We basically stop everything and then try to brute force mate him down the H file. Brunt force trauma to the H file. Kaspersky, it's I will get political now. Everything has a problem. Alright, C5. I like C5 strategically, but he gets the bishop to a very powerful diagonal, I know. I mean, maybe c5 was too luxurious. It's a little luxurious. I like the fixed nature of it, you know. Still, he's not threatening anything just yet. How am I going to do this? Overprotection of strong point. Quite awkward. Actually, my bishop is fianchettoed into Deadville, but it protects the pawn for good. The more important thing is that we're going to eventually get around to squashing him on the h-file. It might take some time, though. This also is important because it keeps rooks off of d5. That was going to become an issue in many positions for me to deal with. So it's deeper than it looks. White has some compensation. I kind of like the way he played this. 4 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws. What are we up on time? 25 minutes already? Wow, it went by so fast, guys. Shark Bay's winning the tournament, out of control now. I hate Bullet Bammies in 2nd place. The Armenian Taxi Driver in 3rd. And I'm in 4th. Ananas 5th. Mroy. Mary Lou. Mary Lou is hanging out with us. With let's get a5. We'll just do all the luxurious moves that we can think of. Scare him a little bit with the threat of a4. I'm obviously threatening a4. It's obviously difficult for white to sort of do anything now. Maybe even h3 is an idea. My next move is queen c8, and we start the great migration of forces to the king side. But we're in trouble. I don't think I'm going to finish in the money again. 3 prizes, gold, silver, and bronze. Shark Bay is out of control. Shark Bay says, do you stream regularly? Yeah, we're here 6 days a week, but different times. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I am 10 a.m. Central European time, and Thursdays and Tuesdays we are in the evening, 7 p.m. This format rewards wins over penalizing losses. Exactly, Cliff. Exactly. It's a weird format. No one's claiming that it's fair. This format was not created with fairness in mind. But anyway, it's fun. It's fun. It rewards randomness and taking risks and doing crazy stuff, which is not paramount to what I normally do. But anyways, it gives everyone a chance to play and have fun. I wish that lichess would expand the number of types of formats we could play. Alright, so the h4. Maybe we can live with h4 temporarily. I just had this like sudden fear of horror. The sudden horror that he would play h5, h6. But that doesn't work because of knight. Fortunately, I have knight takes h5 defending g7, so this undermining idea doesn't quite cut it. Now there's queen f5. f4, pawn takes. That's possible. Watch out for the insane f4. Bet you guys didn't think of that. So I might be better off playing queen e6 and kind of creeping forward. He can trade, obviously, on f6. But at the end of the day, he's down a pawn. And that should be pretty important. Now I can actually play queen f5. And then again, he could threaten these stupid f4 ideas. Oh, now he's threatening bishop takes f6. I allowed that. That's bad, because that's going to make it hard for me to ever break through. Now I have to win on the queen side, which may not be possible, actually. Bishop takes f6 could actually make it nearly impossible for me to win. Okay, it's not that simple. I'll still have some chances, but he did a good job here. He'll probably lose on time, or because of time. Ananas passed me. Mary Lou is in 6th place. I can't give you the pawn back. I'm sorry. My name is what? That had to be a mouse slip, but I don't imagine like what the mouse slip was. Okay. Not sure. It's like a desperate, like I'm in time pressure sort of blunder. Alright. Anyway, I think he forgot about my bishop on b7 or something. I don't know. He just totally panicked. Karchi, anyway, good job, man. I mean, when you played bishop takes f6, you're actually hanging in there. So, I wonder how much better I am here realistically. Okay, the computer is like materialistic, says you're up a pawn. But how does black win if you play a4? My concern is that it might not be too easy for me to actually break through. You know, I don't have a pawn break other than d5, which is really pretty risky. Alright. Back to game. Shark Bay has a ridiculous number of points now. If it's stupid and it works, it isn't stupid. Yeah, I like your thinking. Derndatch was slow today. I hate Bullet Ban Me. Is he still in this? He's playing Pantherina. Pantherina. Uh-oh. Pantherina is taking him out? Is she taking him out? Oh no, she's black. He's taking her out. It's still not that clear. Ooh, a6 looks kind of nasty. Still not that clear. Maybe Pantherina has a chance there. She actually has quite a bit more time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm playing I take back. Almost lost on time. Okay. We're still in the hunt for 4th place, but every time I get the bubble, basically. I always finish in like 4th place. It's my way. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Alright, I take back playing the King's Indian. No fighting in the... Yeah, no, people get banned, Arsenal fan, no matter what. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's casual or not. If you report someone and they're suspected of cheating, they will get banned. It shouldn't matter that it's casual or not. It's just that someone has to report them. If no one reports them, then they're not going to get banned. In the majority of tournaments, even rated tournaments, I see people, I run into these players who won like 50 games in a row, you know, and nobody reported them for cheating. Because, okay, at the lower levels, people can't be sure. I've been playing chess for 30 years. I even helped some websites over the years, like computer cheating detection. I have a lot of experience. But for most players, like, how do they know if it's a computer or not? I think people are reluctant. Arsenal fan, but if you think someone's cheating, then take it to lichess, report them directly. Don't like get upset about it. I mean, I get upset about it sometimes too, but it's meant to be a fun tournament. But if you think someone cheated, you have to report them. It's your obligation, you know. But we can't just assume everyone is guilty before proven guilty. Do you know about this new account in town called Kuhaku1 in town? Well, Arsenal fan, if you play a particular game, you know, and you think that that opponent was cheating, feel free to send me the game. You know, I'd be happy to take a look at it. But let's try to be upbeat in the chat and not get into fights with each other, kids. Knight a6. This is kind of a weird setup, but I mean, why not? I don't see anything wrong with black's position. This a3 is really sort of slow. I don't know what to do here. It's a sort of rope-a-dope mixture of things. Bishop f5, c6, knight a6. Why not? It looks kind of reasonable for black, although this, I was expecting knight e4 there. It's still okay for black. Rook c1. Thanks, Arsenal fan. Thanks, man. Stupid tournaments. I assure you that there's no more cheaters in my tournaments than any other tournaments in particular. Probably the same approximate amount. It's just a universal problem that we have to constantly deal with. It's like not going away, you know, it's not going to be easily solved, but there's no sense getting upset about it. You know, I can't ban all the new accounts, you know. I can't prevent them from entering the tournament. Listen, guys, I mean, I've had plenty of games against cheaters where I didn't get my points back. I think if that happens, you should send another message to lichess. Specifically say, like, look, I reported this cheater, they were caught, and I didn't get my points back. I've done the same thing. I didn't want to bother them, so I let it slide, you know, several times. But realistically, think of it this way, like, you really should get your points back, because if you don't get your points back, it's like skewing the ratings. And that's not fair to everybody. You know, it's not fair that your rating is lower when it shouldn't be. So you should definitely send another message to lichess and ask them to reinstate your rating points if that happens. Alright. Anyway, enough of this negativity. I'm in a good mood tonight. I'm always the one that's like angry about cheaters, and now it's you guys who are... I'm having to calm you guys down. This is sort of a standard position for this line. Black really needs to get in like c5, but he hasn't been able to do it. However, at this juncture, we have to be a bit careful. He's starting knight takes c3 and knight e4, winning material, which is a small problem. Not quite sure how to deal with that. Bishop f3, knight takes, knight e4, bishop takes, knight a5. Then he has like c5 there. Good eye. I've actually played a similar setup with black myself, but not with the bishop on f5. Knight takes d5. Maybe that's the lesser of the evils. Maybe I just have to do that. I think I actually have to just do this. If he takes with the pawn, I just stick my knight on a5. Knight e4, knight c6 is a threat. I have the outside pawn. His a6 pawn is just a terrible weakness. I should have played this far more quickly. This looks really clearly the best option. It shouldn't have taken me like half an hour to find this plan. I mean, okay, it's important to see that you have like knight c6 and takes on e7, but still it's quite promising for white. Unfortunately, he has knight e4. Should I play f3? Knight c6 simply. He always has some sort of counterplay no matter what I do. Okay, prophylaxis. Bishop h4 first. Guys, this is probably going to be my last game that really counts. He's fast. Queen b6 is a great move. Covering everything. Then I go here. Now he plays like rook b8 with a cheapo, rook takes a5 or something. No. But what am I doing? The time is a problem. He's super fast. I take back has played some good games against me. He's not that consistent. Alright guys, tomorrow I'm playing Weird Wednesday. Unusual openings, 10 a.m. That's Central European time. I take back here playing very tough, solid chess. This is a sort of strategical question about my queenside majority. I really ought to have winning chance. I ought to have the winning chances based on that, but it's still kind of dynamic. We're not in an endgame, you know, so this position doesn't win itself because I have a qualitative, you know, advantage in pawn structure. Rook fc1, going for the c file. Better structure. Derndatch is in 3rd place now. Wow, Mary Lou is in 4th place. I'm in 6th place, but maybe this win will help a little bit. Problem is I'll never get another game this win. Poor take back. I'm just assuming I'm going to win because he's like 2,000, but I shouldn't count my chickens before it hatches. Just I know it's not an easy position for black to play. What? Player get banned? Acerbate, what are you talking about? Player get banned? Did somebody get banned? I hate Bullet banned me. Could get banned. He would be the most likely to get banned. Whatever happened in Pantherina against I hate Bullet banned me? Did she lose that game? Takeback must be disconnected. There's no way he'd think this long on a move. That'll leave 5 minutes for our last ditch berserk attempt. It's like a Hail Mary pass in American football. If I win this, I can try to do a berserk and catch Derndatch or something. He's playing Bombast. Bombast is an underdog there, but not a huge underdog. Can I sack my queen? Yes, you may, sir. He saw right through my plan. It was like X-ray vision. Would not fall for it. He didn't even nibble at the bait. You guys like fishing at all? I like fishing. Very good strategic play by Take Back. I wanted rook c8 so badly to sack my queen and win. He wouldn't go for it. Take Back is pretty fast. I'm gonna have trouble even winning this game, let alone like another berserk. I'm impressed by Mary Lou though. He's got 23 points. Oh my god. There's no time to finish this game. How do I make progress? He's so solid. Alright, anyway, I have the file. I've got to try to do something. Alright, we've got to try to do something. He's going to trade off his bad B. Still, my knight is on. It's like my knight is out there really strong. Rook c6. It's like a... It's a total chess. Queen a4. Alright. Man, we're not even going to finish this game in time. It's ridiculous. I have 20 points. Shark Bay has 20. Has he lost a game to anybody? Except for me? Okay, I mean, it's a better ending for me. But it's still probably a draw, objectively. Yeah, I don't know where he's going there. He's sort of in panic mode. Feeling the time pressure. No. We managed to win a pawn. Alright, back to tournament. Shark Bay lost one game other than to me. He lost the I Hate Bullet banned me. Why am I not surprised? I Hate Bullet banned me only drew with me. He won every other single game. Whereas Derndatch and Moreau look human. Roy look human. I'm obviously a computer. Okay, Jern Vlad, we have to do the berserk. We'll just hope that, you know, somebody wins before it's too late. He could just like sit out, you know, make me lose on time, but that wouldn't be very sportsmanlike. Accelerated Dragon, probably a really bad choice because of the Marazzi. Yeah, c3 is weird, but it's solid. Okay, it's not that bad for white. He's kind of like playing black now. Bishop c4 is a tricky move, going for f7 pressure. He's fast too. I've never played this guy. No, I have a draw against him, and I don't remember that when that was played. Not a recent game. White is worse, but he doesn't have that much problems with the clock, huh? This is hard for me. Hard for me to do anything. It's like a Grunfeld. White's amazingly solid here. It's like playing Nimzovich or something. Look how he plays. The f4 undermining Nimzovich move. That's some crazy stuff right there. Crazy aggressive stuff. Check him out with the f4 instantaneous move. This guy already has one good game against me. Wow. Alright. What am I doing? I'm just going crazy. Yeah. We're like playing for mate or something. No time. Gotta play for mate. We have a minute left. I'm only in 5th place as usual. By half a point, I'm out. Shark Bay is just... He lost one game and drew one. I hate Bullet Bammy. Perfect score. Jacob Surratt is ahead now, too. Anna said no game with me. Shark Bay, sketchy account there. Okay, bishop takes. He's playing, what? Sacrifices of pieces against me. Probably not a good idea. No smothered mate. I'm not even sure if I have a better position here, objectively. How many pawns do we have for this pieces? Jernvlad is actually better. Anyway, we're out of time. Jernvlad, pretty impressive there for 1900. lichess. He has another draw with me. That was in the simul, though. Oh, maybe this was the guy who played like a perfect game or something. No, he would have beat me. I don't remember this now. But anyway, the game doesn't count. I'm probably like worse here. Just a total fail. Amazing play by White. I could just resign now. I'm close to losing. Probably just losing here. Yeah. Flag him. He's playing for mate. This very sneaky trick. He's 1900. He's got this queen f6 mate. But his play is really sophisticated. Actually, extremely strong Nimzovician stuff. Making up things in the opening, but after that playing like really, really strongly. Pretty weird. 1600 bullet, 1900 classical. Do I have anything here? Oh no, rook takes d4. Are you kidding me? That doesn't work. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh no. It really doesn't work. It's so sad. So sad that that doesn't work. But he's really low rated in bullet chess. 1600. He's crushing me. F5. I can resign there. Our only hope is winning on time against this guy. We won on time, but not on the position. I'm like losing. If it's not lost, it's very close to lost. But anyway, it was a berserk. He played really well. Anyway, guys, tournament is over. Clicked on the wrong thing there. Watch myself streaming. No. Give myself an extra viewer. Shark Bay. Shark Bay played 14 games. It's a new account. 2354 performance. Obviously, this is his first account on lichess. I hate Bullet Ban Me. He's pretty suspicious. Also, obviously, his first account on lichess. But at least Shark Bay is a person. You know, I'm not sure about I hate Bullet Ban Me. He doesn't seem to really exist. Jacob Surratt, though, really good result. He's rated around 2,000, finished third. Derndatch and Moreau, also a very good result for Mary Lou, who finished on 23. I'm in 22, finished 6th place. What was my performance rating? Slow and steady. 23.62, so we outdid Shark Bay with a monster 23.62 performance. Gor Piliposian played really well, but then he ran into strong players at the end, finishing 7th. Ananas with a bad tournament today. Like, it looks like he scored around 50% for 8th. Pantherina had an interesting game there in round 8 against I Hate Bullet Ban Me. Looked like she was hanging on, but lost. So that's a player to look out for. In 9th place, and Bombast, a regular, here in 10th place. So anyway, guys, I think that technically, if you're, you're probably not a bot if you're typing into my stream on Twitch. Whereas I Hate Bullet Ban Me, it's pretty suspicious. So Shark Bay looks human, but a strong player, no doubt. It'll be interesting if he played without sacrificing a bishop on f7 against me, what would happen. Anyway, guys, we will see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. with a weird opening stream here. Basically 5+3 through 7+3, Blitz and Rapid Chess. That's tomorrow. Thank you, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning. Thanks, Soltigo, for playing. Sorry you resigned too early against me. It was fun, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thanks for subscribing, and don't forget... just kidding. Thanks for subscribing. Don't forget the video channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube. You guys can watch the replays over there. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for the support via PayPal. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.